times I think that, you know, when you just a girl, like, I think what it is we just, you know, we still believe in this fairy tale shit. Like, oh my God, we can meet a nigga. And now it's just like the fairy tale now is like, oh, I'm gonna meet a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? He might be off of social media. You feel what I'm saying? He might just pop in my inbox and, you know, it just be happily ever after. But a lot of times that shit don't happen. And this is what happens when it does. I don't know how the fuck I ended up in this situation. I don't. This video is about the first time my dumb ass involved myself in a situationship with a guy I met offline. Here's a background story. I met this dude off of a site called Tag, which I do frequently even still use, but I don't use it for what other people use it for. I don't use it for dating purposes. I just use it for conversational purposes. I go on there on live and I like talk to people who come on there. It's kind of like a fan thing. It's really cool. But yeah, I met this dude offline or whatever, and we stayed in 2 different cities. Yeah, we stayed in 2 different cities is what I'm saying. I met this dude offline and it was just turmoil. And I kept saying turmoil for some reason. Like, I don't know why. Turmoil. So, anywho, like, he had a very weird roommate. And I could always kind of, like, tell some shit was really up anyway. Because like, his roommate would always, like, kind of, like, barge into, like, our space. I'll be in his room and he'll come, like, knock on the door type shit. And it was just, like, the roommate's girlfriend would always kind of look at me like, sis, like, you know how girls put girls up on game like that a dude's fucking with another chick. So long story short, I at the end of the situation kind of like put it all together and just was like, in my mind, I know the truth. Like, you probably had this girl over here before I came, because when I would go over to his house or whatever, like, his roommate's girlfriend would be looking at me like, I don't know what eyes I want to do, like, you know, sis, like, peep game, sis, you know what I mean? And I was peeping game, sis. So if you out there, thank you, because I was peeping it. And the crazy thing about it, though, is, you know, when I first met the dude, like, it was cool. But, I mean, he was doing a lot of stuff that I don't do. You feel what I'm saying? And this ain't no shade to nobody. I don't smoke. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really drink. You feel what I'm saying? I really be chilling. Sometimes I might drink socially, like when I'm with my bestie, we turn up. You feel what I'm saying? Hennessy, whatever. We turn up, we have fun, margaritas. But I'm not a drinker. I'm really not. And, so I should have known the first time I met him. Like, we pulled up, we had got a hotel room, and I pulled up with one of my girlfriends, like one of my best friends at the time, and like we just get out the car and I see this light-skinned dude and he coming with this other dude or whatever, and it was like real cool, whatever, you know, besides the fact that his friend kept on talking about eating my friend's ass. That was awkward. The first night. But it was cool at first, you feel what I'm saying? But I don't trust these people. Don't trust these people offline. I'm telling you. I learned my lesson. Okay, so I was like so infatuated with this dude, y'all. So I got in my car or whatever, drove up the street, ended up being in another city. And you know, me and the dude, it was cool stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? He had like left his mother's house, so he was staying in this trap house. And I don't know why the fuck I was in a trap house, but I was being crazy. Feel what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. So I'm chilling and stuff like that. Yo, this house was like broke down. Like, this man gonna ask me talk about some. Yeah, you need to use the bathroom, right? So he coming in, he's like, let me clean up the bathroom. The toilet looks so dirty. You ever been over somebody's house and their toilet looks so dirty and you just like, I'm not sitting on this shit. So he's like, let me clean it off so you can sit on it. I'm looking at him. I told him straight to his face, because y'all know I got to be bold and honest. I ain't sitting on that. So I'm like, cool. He like, okay, cool. So the story go on or whatever, me dealing with the dude or whatever. I didn't meet him. First of all, let me just say, I didn't meet him the first time I went to go see him. I met him the first time he actually came and seen me. We stayed in 2 different cities or whatever. So that's like around maybe like, we haven't talked for a while, and then I decided to go see him or whatever. So let me just catch that up. After he came down initially to see me. So first of all, his house or whatever, like, I'm just sitting here like, yo, what the fuck? It's like a big ass house. It's like, it was like the carpet was nasty. I don't know why the fuck. that should have been enough for me to get the fuck out. Like y'all, I'm high-key mad at myself even thinking about this fucking story. Like, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? But anywho, so I just kept on messing with the fucking dude or whatever. And so little shit just started happening. Like wild ass shit, like for a couple months. So the first really crazy thing that really happened was one day I'm at his house chilling. I'm on FaceTime with my best friend. And all of a sudden his phone started ringing. So I'm looking at this nigga like, you know how y'all, us girls do. We look at the nigga like, who calling you? You feel what I'm saying? And so he just looking like real eerie. Then he just like, damn, she keep on calling me. So I'm just like, okay, the cat's out the bag now. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta pretend and act like somebody. I'm not gonna look crazy if I say somebody keep calling your phone. So he like, I'm like, oh, who's that? So he leave out the room. First of all, nigga, you don't leave out no motherfucking room. Me gotta be fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm already looking at him like, oh, that's your boo. You feel what I'm saying? You leaving out the room. And at the same time period, I couldn't really be upset because this ain't my dude. Don't you girls hate when you end up in those situations where you just like, this ain't my nigga, but that's my nigga? You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just sitting here looking at this nigga like, you got me fucked up. I'm all the way up in your city. You feel what I'm saying? Away from my home, away from my bed that I could have been in, being comfortable up here trying to come see. So he come back in this room or whatever. And I'm just like, look on the phone, my best friend, she like, bitch, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck? So he come back in the room, he like, yeah, she talk about that she about to pull up and she about to come get her fan. Mind you, here's a brief story behind this. The dude, he was staying with his mother, crazy shit happened. He ended up getting into this fucking trap house like equation. So I'm sitting inside this fucking trap house trying to come see this fucking, and he, oh, this light-skinned nigga, like, I just gotta be ignorant, y'all. And I'm just sitting here just like, what the fuck, you feel what I'm saying? But anywho, let me go ahead and fast forward. So I'm like, she about to pull up. I say, like, don't do that because I'm gonna have to whoop her ass. You feel what I'm saying? Like don't make me have to, because you know some chicks really will come stupid at you. Like, first of all, let me just clear this up. I'm not about to fight over no nigga, but the reality is if you jump stupid with me over a nigga, I'm gonna beat your ass. Not because of the nigga, but because you jump stupid at me. You feel what I'm saying? But after that little moment of, so now or whatever, I'm sitting here like, oh, the bitch pulling up, like, you feel what I'm saying? At this point, I ain't even fucking with you, dog, because for one, I done came all the way up here. Obviously, I'm thinking, you know what I mean, that it's just a me and him equation. I'm not thinking that it's another bitch involved. I'm thinking that you respected me because initially when we first started talking, I say, don't put me into any equation that you dealing with another female on. Any level you dealing with another female on, I don't want to deal with you on. So if you texting her, don't text me. If you calling her, don't call me. You sleep with her, I don't want to sleep with you. You kissing her, don't kiss me. You feel what I'm saying? And it was just that kind of thing. So I instantly feel some type of way because I'm just like, oh, that's her fan, so she be at your house. I told you I don't want to do shit around you that she do. So I'm already like, oh, hell no. Long story short or whatever, y'all, the female ended up not coming or whatever. I told him, you know, at the end, I'm like, you know, I'm kind of happy that she didn't come because we was going to team up and beat your. What I was saying was we going to team up and beat your ass. And I mean, like, that it's just no ifs, ands, and buts about it. But the guy ended up, like, you feel what I'm saying, doing some other dumb shit. Like, you know, I think I was just being naive and young or whatever. Like, he ended up like doing some flaky shit. Like, he posted up another chick on social media, his hand was on her ass type shit. And that was pretty much the end of that equation. You know, I don't play that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, but that was the time that I met a guy offline. That's actually like really the first time I ever had a situation with a guy offline ever in my life. And I ended up in the trap house. Crazy, right? Stay offline.
Had the most perfect American dream. White fences built from you and me. We don't care if the world needs credibility, 'cause we just leave